Well, hello, all my pickles, my snowflakes, and especially the turtles. Maybe you're all of the above. Maybe you're a member of the No Matter What Club. Whatever you are welcome here, doing your program your way to get your results. Because this is all about N equals 1, which basically means you are your own experiment. What works for you might not work for somebody else. And so we just go along and we do what we do, and we all get our own personal results, which we love. Well, over the years, I've, of course, been obsessed with the scale. Isn't that part of our DNA? And so I only weigh myself once a month now to keep the craziness as far away as I possibly can. And so this was my monthly weigh-in today, and I was 121. So I am delighted because that shows a 0.6 pound loss, which is nothing, which shows you that I'm just in my little range, my set point. And of course, the last time I weighed anything like this was in the 3rd grade. That's all. I was 8 years old, so it was 60 years ago. 6 decades. I had a lot of years of a lot of junk, crappy, sugar, grainy, standard American diet, processed foods. And of course, most of the words that I just said there didn't even exist. You know, who knew what a standard American diet was when I was, in my 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s? It was, I barely heard it. Maybe I heard it in my 50s, but it's what everybody was doing. Weren't we all having margarine and our little pieces of bread, our little white bread, and our, just our low-fat, low-sodium cold cuts, and our iceberg lettuce, and our bottled salad dressings with our hothouse tomatoes and our GMO cucumbers? But we didn't know what GMO was. We didn't know what soybean and canola oils were doing to us back then in our salad dressings. We just wanted to be skinny. We wanted to look like that person over there, or maybe even pictures of our parents when they were younger, before they began to be poisoned with the food industry's idea of food. It's palatable. That's all. And now they make it hyper palatable, which means more chemicals to emulate something that our taste buds will want more. Give us more. Yeah. So, no, not today, not here, not in my wheelhouse, and hopefully not in your wheelhouse. You wake up and you know that what you're having is going to be perfect for what works for you. Or maybe you've decided that today is the day to do a tweak, or today is the day that you're into day 3, 4, 5, or 6 of your tweaking, and all systems go. Sometimes we give up things, sometimes we take on things, and sometimes we take back the things that we gave up because we found that indeed it wasn't the problem that we initially thought it might be. And it came from like eliminating a food, going a couple of weeks, and then reintroducing it. And so that's what seems to work for me. I'm delighted. So I'm mostly carnivore. And the only place I'm on the fence right now is about the big green egg veggies on Sunday. Do I continue? Do I just chop them in half? Or do I just wipe them clean and be carnivore? I don't know. I don't know yet. So we'll see. Each Sunday, I make a decision to make the decision. And I still have my keto pizza on Saturday. As I've told you many, many times, it is my, I don't know, it's my life raft. It keeps me sane to know that I can have my keto pizza. Will I always have it? I don't know. I haven't given it up yet. And I'm not entertaining that. The only thing I'm entertaining on changing are my asparagus, Brussels sprouts, and cauliflower. A, B, C. On Sunday, because they're so delicious from the big green egg. So maybe I'll just cut back and see what happens. I don't know. I'm just delighted with the weight. So in my chronometer, I put that in at the top of every one of my days of foods. It reminds me of the work that I've done and the work that I continue to do. So most days I have a piece of some sort of beef, although I did have pork last week and I will have pork again this week because I bought some of those welfare rated 1 pork chops from Whole Foods, so I will have one of those. But mostly it's beef. And then on the side, depending on just the amount of the beef, it's 2 or 3 eggs, usually scrambled, usually with 1 tablespoon of chopped green onion and sometimes cheese on top. And right now I'm working off a package of Colby Jack. I just like to change it up. No big deal. I don't have a preference, but I do love Gouda and I do love Havarti. Nice, gentle cheeses. And but it's Colby Jack now. And so that works. That'll be scrambled into the eggs. It will be floating on top of the eggs. That's how I like it. So each bite is a little bit different. You got to have some fun with your food, don't you? So I'm finishing up the Eye of the Round roast, which came out so heavenly good and moist in the crock pot, which I haven't been using, but I brought it down for this particular one because one of my clients was using it and she'd show me pictures and it'd be like, oh, yes, please. So it takes longer than the chuck roast, but I like it. And then I can add butter to it. So instead, because it's so lean. So that always works for me. So you say, Sarah, I'm dying to know, what are you having today? Well, this is what I'm having. I use the chronometer. I put in my food, and it just keeps me accountable to myself. And so today, these are my macros. I'm having 1,067 calories. My protein is 112.2. My total carbs, never net, 1.5. And my fats are 68.3. And those are perfect macros for me. They say there's always a they, and they will always say something, and it's always different than the other person, and they all have initials after their names, and so they're all highly educated, but one person said, have grams of protein in the amount that you'd like to weigh. So I guess if that's the case, then I want to weigh 112. So that's 9 pounds to go. I don't think I'm going to reach 112, but I do know that my body loves protein, and so that just works for me. And in that amount is 9 ounces of the round roast, and I'm having 3 Pete and Jerry jumbo eggs with it. I am having extra sharp cheddar on top. I'm counting it as 40 grams, but I haven't really figured it out yet. It's more than an ounce and less than 2 ounces. I had my lemon juice squeezed over my magnesium and potassium powder this morning. That's my kickstart with about 18 ounces of warm water. I use Keto, Kitu, non-dairy creamer. It's got MCT powder in it. 3 tablespoons are 45 calories. And I find at like 30 grams, which is like 2 tablespoons, it makes my coffee blonde enough to my liking because I like my coffee blonde. I tried the milkadamia vanilla milk. It was delicious. So I do have another carton of that. I will use that. And then I also liked the Better Half from Califia Farms, but it didn't make my coffee blonder. So I'll finish up the carton of that and probably just stick to the Keto. And it is delicious. You can get it from Amazon. I've been finding it at Market Basket. So just so you know. And yeah, what else? So I've counted 2 tablespoons of butter. And so when I say I do total carbs, those total carbs come from the 1.5 total carbs come from the lemon juice and the 1 tablespoon of green onions. So to me, it's a carnivore day. And I just use the green onions just to flavor the eggs. It's just fun. It's just something I'm doing. I do something for a while and then I get bored and I change it up. So the green onions might go away, but they might stay. Who knows? I'm enjoying them right now. So when you do your keto, your carnivish, or your carnivore program, you just have an awareness about what it's doing for you. I know that when I did keto with the vegetables, my body was okay with them. And then suddenly, here I am at 68, and the veggies they turned against me. And so, it's not like I have pain after eating them, but I do have a lot of bowel discomfort and digestion. And it's just my body handles it better when I don't. And there's certainly no bloat when you're not having veggies. So that's a win-win for me. So thank you for watching very much. If you have PayPal donations, they're always appreciated to keep this old channel, this old girl going. And I will see you the next time here at Pearls of Wisdom and Food with keto under 20 total carbs. And that is my email address below. I do have mugs for sale. I just got in another shipment of them, so I will show you what I have and what the price is. And if you're up for one, we'll do it. I usually pay the shipping costs, so it's not like a big profit maker for me, but it's just kind of fun to have your mug in hand when you listen to me, because I try to make this the length of a cuppa coffee. Thank you so much for watching. Couldn't do this without you, and I don't want to. Thank you. Bye-bye for now.